Tuesday premiere. We're going to cut away real quickly to my man Jerry. What it is, bro?
Yo, man, it's a beautiful day. Ready to talk some more boxing. We got a lot of up-and-coming things coming up, man, in this, what would you call this, middle of the year, upcoming third quarter. Boxing's going to be real hot.
Hey man, and look, it's a lot of stuff coming up, and that's like such a great thing if you're a boxing fan. Because just last week, me and Mr. LP were talking about how good of a drum heart that boxing has right now. How much that drum is beating for boxing right now.
Facts.
It's a good time to be a boxing fan, man.
It really
talk
is.
to us, man. Share what we got going on, my man.
So, breaking news today, coming from out of the Ring magazine, is the official announcement from Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing.
Fast Eddie.
Representing Jerome Boutsanis, the champ at welterweight, moving up to 154 and battling a young, strong, undefeated, up-and-coming monster. Virgil Ortiz.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, my.
Early
Ortiz,
2026.
Ortiz.
So I guess they want to do a interim bout before they squabble up. They're talking in October. They're both going to take on some tough opposition. And I know how much Mr. LP hates fights marinating before you have other fights
Just
signed.
make it happen.
Yeah.
No, look, it's okay. You got to get.
But it's been a hell of a year.
Bit of a whiff into that, so that when you actually enjoy the
smell
meal,
that?
yeah,
It smell good, huh?
Smells good. Yeah.
I don't smell no barbecue, but but yeah. So that fight definitely is gonna be barbecue weather. So yeah, they're talking about early 26. So end of January, early February. There is a big sporting event. First week of February.
I gotta say,
you might heard of it.
I gotta say,
Ends in bowl, starts in super.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Maybe that weekend
Hey, Eddie knows what's up. He's a smart businessman.
Right in that same town, too.
But it's a co-promotion with Golden Boy and Matchroom, which would be intriguing in itself. Fight week build-up.
Shout out to the promoters actually working together, huh?
Big up to both of them for doing that, man.
I mean, I know it's not their first rodeo, but it's just a continuation. It's awesome.
It's beautiful to see, bro. For the longest time, all we heard about was other sides of the street. I haven't heard that saying in a very long time.
And thank goodness.
Listen, I got to give props there to the boot side of that, man, because I mean, especially since he's going to be moving up, man. He's moving up, and a lot of people would have said that probably like the easiest move up there would have been against Xander. You know, like not necessarily moving up and trying to fight Virgil, man. That big props for that, bro. I think that's a very intriguing fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be like an interim bout on the line or something. Fight.
I mean, they have to, bro.
There'll be like a mandatory number one contender.
Most definitely.
Yeah, being the champ at 47, I think you become, if you wanted to move up in weight, you could fight for that strap at 54. But for some reason or other, I think, obviously, we know what it is. More money made in this fight.
No, what strap does Boots hold? Is it the WBA or the WBC? Like what? So that's what I'm trying to get at. Xander just picked up the WBO.
That's gonna make
no. If he was the same sanctioning body, they would easily make that happen immediately. But the fact that Xander is now a world champion, him moving up into that division, he's not ranked in that sanctioned body, and that sanctioned body is not going to give him an exception. They only do that if you're an actual champion in the division below. That's how Bud Crawford got that Madrigal fight.
Hey, listen, so very early on, right? Because like he said, this just got announced today, right? So very early on, what it is, man? Give me you guys' predictions on that.
Well, Jaron Ennis owns a WBA strap at 47.
You were right.
As I picked it, yeah. So again, Xander's WBO. WBO doesn't fuck with WBA. You catch my drift? That is still the other side of the block. It's cool to see the promoters put in the work. It's about time when we actually see the sanctioning bodies that continuously try and strip us fans of undisputed title claims because they always run off and take somebody's belt away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the kicker is that Terrence Crawford is officially the champ at WBA at 54. So obviously Terrence Crawford has other ideas going on in September.
After that's all said and done,
then they'll probably make that fight for the interim belt. And if Terrence Crawford has no interest in going back to 54, they'll be a full champion. Guaranteed.
100%.
Yep. That's boxing promotion 101
that's easy,
there.
Right? That's an easy pick. You know what? You basically call that right off the bat. And guess what? After that money, no matter what the outcome is of that fight, that fucking Canelo Mully Bud Crawford's.
and Virgil Ortiz actually holds the interim WBC belt. So they could say that this is unification fight
of sorts.
if they get 2 interim belts. They could.
Yeah.
And they could.
Hey, listen. So the question I asked though was real
Who
quickly.
wins?
Hey.
Well, we're dancing around it because it's fresh, right? We haven't had much time to dissect. First impression, you would think that, hey, Boots Ennis is that dude.
Super skilled.
But Virgil Ortiz, man, strong, like ox. You know, and he takes shots and he keeps coming forward, and he's proven it his last couple fights.
No, man. Listen, he had a tough fight in Vegas when we were there, but I thought he won. Mr. LP actually didn't see it the way I saw it, though.
It was close.
It was close, but it was a tough fight, man. To me, he showed so much heart in that fight, man.
But I think
he went down 2 times in a close fight. That says more than enough to me, bro.
But that was his one fight that
Tyson Fury went
into.
down twice against Deontay Wilder, and he still was winning that fucking fight easily, bro.
Virgil Ortiz is the real deal. Virgil Ortiz is the real deal. He needs to be respected in this fight, and I think he needs to make Boots respect him too. And that's the only way that this fight's going to have a chance of going in the favor of Ortiz. Because Boots is the more pure boxer out of the 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got Ortiz, the pure brawler. And who loves to box. But it turns
both
into a
undefeated,
slugfest.
right? Like, somebody's always got to go in that scenario.
Yeah.
Well, they're both.
It's a beautiful
They're
thing.
both undefeated. At
Yes.
hold on. So they're both undefeated at this moment, right? So they got 2 interim or
They're gonna have an interim fight
side
out.
matches coming through.
And you never know.
So here's my thing.
That's
you
why
never know.
That's why
You guys both made your
Can
pick.
somebody call Ryan Garcia real quick?
Oh, you guys both made your pick, and I just can't. Because the biggest talent factor for me is how Boots is going to settle in at 154. And I get it. You guys probably watching. If you guys ever competed or don't want the whole weight draining and making weight situation, 147, 154 doesn't seem like a lot of pounds. It seems like a weekend of eating too much food. I get it. But we're talking about top, elite, prime. Your body's in chisel shape. There's not an ounce of freaking wasted freaking of weights, that's holding you down in your system. So if you eat a burger, it's gonna take you 2-3 days to burn that freaking fat. These guys are elite fucking fighters, so that jump is significant. You guys don't need to freaking even comprehend or try to pretend that it's not. I promise you it is. So my curiosity is Boots is excellent at 147. He looks really sharp. He isn't that guy as a star power just yet. He could be, because he's very talented, extremely talented. But before I make a pick regarding this fight, this is my call. I don't know. I gotta see the first bout both these guys and see from there, and then I'll dissect it. We'll follow that back up.
Hey, they got the tune back in.
Oh, what a cop-out. That man's taking a cop-out.
It ain't a cop-out, bro,
Hey.
because I gotta see how Boots looks. Some guys have their peak.
Virgil Ortiz is going to knock him out in 10 rounds. Guapo Davis told you.
Come back and listen to our podcast in October after their interim fights have concluded, and then we'll get into a full segment on that fight in 2026 for sure. But before we go, Boots Ennis is one of them fighters that does put on a lot of weight after he weighs in. He is a big 147.
He is big,
I don't think going to 54 is going to be a problem for Boots Ennis. I really don't. He's growing,
So you don't
outgrowing
think
that.
none of his skills will be affected up there?
I don't
right?
think so.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's going to be in the ring with a real live dog.
And listen, when I just jokingly come right out and say, right, Virgil can knock him out in 10, that's where I'm going with it. But that's just making an outlandish prediction.
Hey.
But I also think, though,
That's legit.
when I see Virgil Ortiz fight, I see very high skill. I always tell Mr. LP, some of the qualities that I see in Virgil Ortiz, I'm a big fan of Roberto Duran, and he has some of the skill sets that Roberto Duran used to show, man.
Brawler boxer.
Man,
Yeah.
He's a
and being,
brawler, not boxing. Not
right.
a boxing
Being
puncher.
able to hurt
Brawler
people,
boxer.
but at the same time having good footwork enough to open up some of those angles that a lot of people can't exploit. And he's able to move around people, and the way he's got ring generalship that he's able
Boots
to
or
show.
Virgil?
Man. No, Virgil. For me, Virgil.
Really? Okay.
Boots for me is very gifted too. But I haven't seen really Boots ever get challenged. So to me, I don't know if he can go there.
I don't see that
that's why I
swift
wanna see it.
footwork from Virgil Ortiz as clearly as you do. I was going to make a strong comparison, but Virgil Ortiz reminds me a little bit of a more polished Bam Bam Rios. Brandon Bam Bam Rios. He reminds me of a more polished Brandon Bam Bam Rios. The footwork isn't the best, as the fight goes on because it turns into a slugfest.
Yeah.
But Virgil Ortiz has a better jab, fights upright, he fights tall, but has that Bam Bam Rios like me gusta attitude. He loves the fucking scrap.
He likes to. Yeah, he does like to get in
And
there, man,
they have the same trainer. So shout out to the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, man. They got dogs. They got dogs over there, bro.
Shout out to Robert Garcia and his academy. My goodness, he's got a gauntlet of freaking monsters in that gym. My good, hey, birds of feather flock together, and his fucking stable is solid.
Not as big of a monster anymore, man. But shout out to Jose Ramirez out there, because man, I'm a big fan of Ramirez, and I know he's not the horse he used to be, but man, he still has a very special place in Guapodam. Heart to shout out to Jose Ramirez out there too.
Yeah,
Same stable, man.
Yeah, so that fight's gonna Boots and Virgil Ortiz 2026. Early.
That's good. That's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. For fight fans. Woo!
Yes, sir. So stay
at
tuned.
with it,
We'll
man.
definitely cover that as that goes.
Most definitely, we'll continue to keep dialogue going with that. Mr. LP, man, I hear something going on in the boxing world with some cards that are now making their way back to the forefront, man. Can you share a little bit of that with us?
It's not just some cards.
Yeah, so we're talking about something that has been marinating for decades, and this isn't breaking news at this point because I'm sure if you guys are watching this, you guys are boxing aficionados, and you guys already seen it. But Topps, the most
trading cards,
the most dominant trading card production company, after 74 years, has finally put together a set and is releasing a boxing cards series.
Boxing cards are coming back, baby.
And boxing trading cards is back officially on the mega freaking platform. So with that said, I mean, I'm proud of it because I'm going to purchase me some myself. But that means 4Level Boxing, we manufacture our own trading cards too on a low scale level. We got some serious competition. But that's great though, because you know what that's going to do is bring more youngsters back into the sector of becoming fans by collecting their favorite freaking fighters, this and that. And I don't know if you guys got a chance to actually see the some of the sneak peeks of the cards that they're releasing. Oh my God, it is such a beautiful set of cards. I want to collect them all.
Man, that's such a cool thing. It's kind of a rebirth, man. Kind of a re-renaissance of going back into the cards, man. I can't wait, bro. I remember as a kid trying to pick up as many cards as I could too, man.
Heck
So
yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool thing.
It was. I remember when you used to go to the grocery store, and as you were exiting the store, it had those quarter machines.
Where you can grab a couple
and you would throw
cards.
two in the
definitely
slot
could,
right
man.
there, and you pull the hand thing down, and you get your card. Like that was dope. Like that was something that you look forward to, and then we got that first pack.
So the thing is this, for you boxing fans that are all going to be watching this right now, or you're watching it now, is the pre-sale is this Monday, the 11th. I'm actually out of town, so I got to really hustle and bustle and make my moves to make sure that I get my hands on the necessary freaking quantity of stuff that I need.
Where are you gonna be? Where you can't get these trading cards on that day, huh?
What the fuck? I'm gonna be
I'm here right now, guys. I'm here right now. So I should have been there now, but I'm here now.
Yeah, you're gonna be in and out for sure.
Well, but I'll be seaside. You know, I love Mexico.
Be careful, bro. You're very light skinned, so make sure that you get a little bit of
I'm gonna stay in the
sunblock
shade.
on, bro.
I stay in
Get
the
some
shade.
sunblock, bro. Just
I
be
just enjoy the
careful.
view.
And Vampiro in the house, bro.
But check it out though. These cards are gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. You guys have no freaking idea. And for you youngsters that do actually follow the 4Level Boxing business pages and stuff, you know, you up and coming stars, state champions here locally, and you know, in Vegas or the Southwest region that goes to our vendor booths and collect and buy all our freaking trading cards. We got more content coming, and I promise you guys, when you come to my booth again, there's gonna be some Topps Chrome boxing trading card packs for you to get your hands on. I'm gonna make sure of it. I am so excited.
Be on the lookout for our next series of 4Level Boxing trading cards. Bro, that's what you gotta be looking out.
You can get those right now.
Right? Go on there and go look right now.
We gotta have our own Chrome series.
We got some dope ass shit in there, bro. Really go check it out.
You know, so with that, even with our cards, my brother had to share something with me. Somebody bought a Canelo Elite Series trading card of 4Level Boxing, and they had a meet and greet and had Canelo sign that card, and they took it to PSA DNA and had that shit slabbed and graded, and it's up for auction at this particular. Well, it's up for sale at this point, and it's up there in price. You know what I'm saying? It's Canelo. And my brothers are like, bro.
Yeah, he knows.
He's like, bro, it's the 4Level Boxing fucking card. He's like, you need to go buy that. And I was like, man, hell no. He gives me crap because you guys know I'm not really a big Canelo fan. Maybe
He should be, though.
If it was Triple G, I probably would have bought it. But in addition, though, it wouldn't have been that much. Let's put that into perspective, too. You feel what I'm saying? But it's Canelo. And it's up there. But it definitely put a smile on my face to see that our merchandise is getting out there. You know, and it's fucking awesome.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
And look, we're just taking it to that next level with it, right? But just for everybody out there, definitely be on the lookout for the next card series. We're continuing to think of ideas of how to keep it fresh too, so it's going to continue to develop, and I hope you guys are paying attention. Hey, listen, unrelated, but I do see, as I look over there, and Mr. Jerry's keeping it very sexy, and I see that he's wearing an Arizona Cardinals shirt, and we talk about trading cards, bro. Are you old enough to remember when the Cardinals came to the Valley, bro?
1988.
88. 100%, bro.
We were the
100%.
Phoenix Cardinals there.
So, it's crazy. And so we're talking about the cards, bro.
That's crazy.
For me, growing up in the hood, if you're from the hood, when the cops would come around, they'd give out free trading cards. They give out free Cardinal cards.
That is awesome.
So that's
That
where,
is
like,
too
for
cool.
some reason, man, my mind just went there. I see him wearing
No
that
way.
shirt, bro. And I remember back in 88, 89, being in the hood, and the cops would come around, and they'd be like, hey, what's up, guys? Boom, boom. And they
Holy
bust
shit.
out. They bust out with the
Light
Cardinals
bulb.
cards, man. I'd like to see if there's any of those cards actually still circulating out there. I know that it's not boxing related, but if anybody's listening in and is a football fan from AZ and you may have one of those, hit me up. I may be interested. But yeah.
And but real talk though, for those of you guys that are trading card fans, big shout out to my son, who I'm very proud of. Young man, who I'm basically teaching him the hustle and grustle and bustle. He opened up his own shop. It's Double R Breaks. He sells, resells, and collects trading cards of all sorts. You name it, there's no stopping, from Pokemon to tennis to wrestling to baseball, football, boxing, everything. Like my man's just a full big throttle of a plethora of items that he has available for everybody, and he continuously buys as well. Double R Breaks. Shout out to my boy. Y'all go and find him. He's on Insta and he's on eBay. Check it out. For real, for real.
One little small tidbit, according to the Ring magazine, regarding their Topps Chrome Boxing Series release of the cards. Gervonta Tank Davis will not be included in the collection.
Oh, so that image, so it was.
And this is coming from Topps themselves. They do not want to be affiliated with his outside shenanigans.
They're okay. Respect. I actually am not even mad at that. So they're
Good for
actually
Topps.
They're pulling his shit off the freaking shelf or off the press, off the production.
I want
That's
a
what's
tank
up.
card even more now.
Hey, it's not gonna be in existence unless you were actually an employee at Topps.
Hey.
Holler at me.
Man, that's crazy. They'd pull somebody who's that
No,
much
that
of a
makes
cash
sense.
cow for boxing.
No, that doesn't even matter. Doesn't that make sense though to you, my
Oh,
guy?
absolutely, 100%. We're both not fans of all that BS that happens
bullshit.
outside of the boxing ring. When you're a professional athlete, act like a professional athlete,
Most
even when you're
definitely.
not
I
at
agree
work.
100% with that.
When you're not at work, you're still a professional athlete. You're still a role model. When you're done being that face, and you get caught up in some stuff, it again too is never a good thing. But
But at least it
you're in the
wasn't-
limelight. That's what you signed up
At
for.
least it wasn't
How
the
many other
limelight.
people would love to be in your shoes?
Kids, you got kids that look up to you on top of it.
Be a true pro, and it's easy for us to say we're behind microphones and we were never pro athletes. But we're just going to call it like we see it because we're fans. We spend our money on this stuff too. We got kids. We're fathers. Do better, be better.
Be better.
And man, come on. Just be true pros again. I mean, it's a gentleman's sport. Boxing is a
Message.
gentleman's sport.
Yes, it
and
is,
I'm just
man.
spitting facts.
I'm glad, man. I hope we start seeing a little bit more
Message.
professionalism with that too.
Love
right?
that, Jerry. That was
Hey
a great
Jerry,
fucking message.
we're gonna keep shifting,
That
bro.
was great, man.
Yeah.
That was
I
great.
So-
I was talking about some of the big announcements that keep getting made. And, man, I just heard some noise, but I don't know what the hell this
Oh,
was.
that's Kukui under the table.
Listen,
Hey, girl, stop.
we were talking a little bit earlier too of some of the big moments of boxing that have been happening recently, and now we're moving into the last quarter, and some of the big announcements of some of the fights that are taking
Yep.
place. One of the fights I'd like seeing was Eubanks fighting Conor Benn. Man,
Yeah.
that was a banger of a
Hey,
fight,
that
bro.
fight lived up to the expectations,
It
bro.
100%
Oh,
did,
man.
bro. It literally
sure
lived up to
fucking
expectations.
did. Yeah.
I literally can say everybody who watched the fight walked away going, damn, man, they actually threw down, and we can't wait to see it again. I heard there was an announcement of that even creeping up this week.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yeah. So that first fight happened earlier this year. Conor Benn moved up 2 weight classes, I believe.
What a fucking fight.
And it was a UK versus UK rivalry fight. It was rescheduled multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, after like 3 times, the fight went down, and you would have thought that it could have ended fight week because these guys just hated each other. They had to separate them. There was an egg slapping in that first
he
fight.
got fined for that shit too.
Man,
He sure did.
I remember
It
we
was
talked
really
about that
disrespectful.
shit.
It was
he
really
got
ugly.
fined for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there was a message.
We actually did a segment
We
on
did.
it. Mr. LP agreed with it happening,
Yep.
man. So I don't know. I didn't necessarily agree with the NBA.
No. We talked about the rumors. we talked about the rumors about a couple of weeks ago. But now you're saying it's official. Like
If you want to go back and rewatch Eubank versus Ben, the first fight, do so because it's well worth your
Yes,
time.
That's the one you want to
Yep.
go back and watch.
From round 1 all the way to 12, quality boxing. 2 guys that didn't, and they left it all out in the ring, and they hugged it out afterwards like you should.
Yep.
True pros after that fight, despite all that lead up animosity. Well, that's the way you set that up. That's the way you do it, and they're gonna do it again.
Well said, Jerry.
It's gonna get done
well
again.
Well said, Jerry, and I agree 100%.
Listen, and you're talking about they gonna do it again. So
November?
I know, Mr. LP thought it was a good outcome. I actually had Conor winning, so now they're gonna do it again, man. Like, let me know.
I had
you guys
Eubank
think,
winning
bro.
that first fight, 116, 112, 115, 113.
Yeah.
It totally fine with. It was that close. It was a damn good fight.
Great.
They're gonna run it back. They made it official. November in London at the Tottenham Stadium, which is the soccer stadium
Yeah.
in London, not Wembley. The other one
It's
where the
gonna be
NFL,
poppin', man.
the NFL
It's
goes
gonna
and
be
hosts a lot of their
poppin', bro.
games.
So,
Yep.
man, what's the capacity over there? You
Oh,
know?
probably about 80.
Oh my, yeah. And they're expecting it. And then guess what? They're gonna get it too.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna get it. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
Maybe some of you casuals that are watching this, you guys are watching the fights in the States.
I want
Don't
to
understand. Do your research. I just mentioned Eubank versus freaking Conor Benn. Oh my goodness, what a fight! It really was. I was thoroughly impressed. I couldn't believe it. Like he mentioned, it was a rivalry. Their dads fought 3 times together in the past, back in the early '90s, early 2000s. So it's a family feud.
It is.
And now these guys, the juniors. Well, I'm sorry, I take that back. One of them is a junior, but the sons are running it back, and now they got a rematch, and a well-deserved rematch. And they're not.
Oh.
It's not something like they're forcing it down our throats. Like, well, they're
No,
gas
listen.
fought.
Listen,
They gotta do it again.
listen, it's not forced at all.
That first fight was so fucking excellent that the rematch was well-deserved, and now they got a soccer stadium. Oh my goodness!
Hey, I'm clamoring for it.
Yeah.
I wasn't on board with the whole weight difference, and I'm gonna segue that whole weight difference into another segment right after this. But Conor Benn held his own,
Bro,
going
you
up
right.
2 weight
I
classes,
had him winning.
Oh,
and he held his own. So I am intrigued for this rematch. What more can they give us? After you watch that first fight, what more can they give us?
They gonna go at
That
it
first
again,
fight-
bro.
hey, that first
Fight
fight
of the
was
year
excellent,
category, bro.
And there was nuts and guts. There was anger. They were showing it. They were letting each other know, like, man.
The only thing that we need in this is an official KO. One dude just lay the other dude out,
To make it
and they
official.
will be the new face of UK boxing.
So listen. Let's get right to it, man. Who do you guys see coming out victorious in this?
Oh man. Okay, so you know what? I got to give it to Chris Eubank because I feel like his mental warfare game is top tier, bro. He really does get under the skin of Conor Benn.
He does get under the skin
He
of
really
Conor.
does. And you think that you've seen it all? He comes up with some clever stuff, and I'm not the biggest Chris Eubank fan because he's so full of himself. I'm surprised you don't like him more.
Yeah.
But he is so full of himself. I root for Conor Benn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I root for Conor Benn.
I got you. I hear what you're saying.
Because Conor Benn does
what you're
talk a
saying.
lot, but he is still respectful, and he doesn't come out of pocket. And he's that
He does
guy.
talk a lot,
He is that
though.
dog.
He is that
He does talk a
dog,
lot,
bro.
though. Conor Benn talks a
Yeah.
lot, too, bro. I like Conor Benn, bro.
Hey, man, after that last fight, how could you not?
Yeah, bro.
Seriously.
He showed balls like a
And
motherfucker.
he had that whole delay because he had that drug issue and stuff. He was out of the boxing for about 18 months or something. But, man, he showed so much.
And
He
now-
had to. He had to prove it. Being out.
And now that he has a full, calm, cool, and collective training camp at this weight, things may be a little different.
Listen,
He's
Mr.
not necessarily
LP.
moving up. He's not necessarily moving up for this one.
Mr. LP, it's going to be on you, bro, because you just heard Jerry predict that he's going to see you make the victor in that.
Yeah.
And you
So
got me saying Ben.
I'm
So
not-
we're
I'm
there, and now you got
I'm
the
not-
third judge, bro. Where you at with
I'm
it?
not going to sell out on this one. I got an answer. For
Ask
this
me in a
one,
couple
right?
months, and I might change my mind. That's how close this fight is.
Yeah, I
For
heard
real.
that. But as
I'm
you
just
mentioned-
glad to see he's dropping a decision this time. I'm glad he's progressing.
He's dropping what?
He's finally going to make his
Give it
pick.
an answer? Yeah.
I taught him well. I'm bringing it along very
listen,
nicely.
Listen, come on, man, check it out. I got you, man. So listen, I got nothing but respect for Conor Benn. He is that dog, man. He's a beast. I'm not a really big fan of either one of these guys. Keeping it 100. So when I watched their first fight, I didn't know really what to expect. But after the outcome, I was blown away, and they both turned me into fans.
They earned your respect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But no. With that, even on the first one, man, respect to Ben. He did lose in my opinion, and gracefully. But Chris Eubank has been in the ring with a lot of very experienced fighters. He's got the experience. He's been in there with some very skilled men. And he may not have been the guy that was coming out victorious. He took some L's and stuff, but the fact is he's got that experience versus elite fighters, far more superior elite fighters than Conor Benn, and that's
Can't
real
argue
talk.
that.
And that's real time. Like Conor Benn, when he starts, and I was impressed when he knocked out Chris Algieri, and slapped his ass. Like, man, that was sick. But it was Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I just think that this one's gonna be special. Again, I do think that Conor Benn's gonna be fitted more into the division, more so than he was before, and make it more of a dogfight. And it was a dogfight to begin with, but I still give the slight edge, to Chris Eubank Jr.
Well, he did win the first fight, so I think he deserves to have that slight edge.
That's
hand.
it.
And he
there
probably
you have
had
it.
probably had the slight edge by all the critics.
And if I'm wrong, respect to the fucking family, the Ben family. But either way, these guys, if Ben does win it, he wins convincingly. You already know.
Oh,
you
listen,
already know.
line it up.
Yeah, you already
Line
know.
it
It's
up.
gonna be a trilogy. But I do think,
Listen,
I do
so
think he
split
gets it.
decision has Eubanks winning. Man, that's a crazy little thing, right? Hey, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of dessert as we move on in this segment, right? The Benavides Anthony Yard, like the whole card was released, man, and
It just keeps getting
Man,
better and better.
it is completely loaded.
Ridiculous
Let me run
stacked.
through some of that, man. That's actually, let me see. To start off with, Arthur Beater Beef is actually going to be the opening fight on the main card, bro.
I don't know if he's going to be the opening, but he
That's where they
just
have
got
him
added
started. I
the
know,
other
man.
day. He just got added to the card, and I think out of respect for some of the other matchups, since they just added him, they just
They
kind
had
of
to
put
put
it
it
at the
down
end. But
Good point, Jerry.
he's Arthur Better BF.
Yeah, good
that's
point,
what-
Jerry.
He was
former
the
undisputed
former undisputed
champion.
light heavyweight champion.
Good point, Jerry.
The main
Good
event
point.
is at light heavyweight, so
Yeah.
they probably will not put him first.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not going to be the co-main. He might not even be the lead up to the co-main. But who gives a shit? That card is fucking the shit.
So loaded. I actually, if I was like, it brought me back. I think there was another card that was loaded. Oh, I'm gonna try to say maybe last April, where it was either Bivol or Beater Beef. Ended up being very early on that card too, where it was so loaded that we were so shocked that they fought early. But that's only a good thing for the fans, man. You get a chance to tune in, and it's gonna be a boxing all day event, man.
There's so much excellent boxing that's been happening over the last couple of years. It's really kind of hard to remember like that wow fight card because there's so many good fight cards. When growing up, the only fight cards that were memorable and made sense was Don King. And everybody knows, like he was the cook, he took care of the money and stuff. But his fight cards had 4 or 5 championship fights. And his during that time,
Only
it
in
was
America.
only in America. His fight cards were the only fight cards that had that kind of shit. So it was just seared into your head. But now it's all like boom, 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 boom. There's so many good fights. So many excellent.
No, listen, and that's it. So I'm gonna continue reading it up for you, right? So no, listen. So it's Matthias versus Smith next on that card.
And that's Dalton Smith from the UK.
Yes, and then
hey, Dalton can crack. I know. Hey, I saw Dalton freaking slept Zepeda. He stopped Zepeda with a body shot on ESPN, and I was all like, what?
And then you got Bam. You got Bam versus Martinez, bro. You got Mason versus Notes.
Oh shit!
And then the co-headliner there, man, is Norman versus Haney. I know you guys got to speak on that one.
Yeah, man. So you saw a little bit of that behind-the-scenes drama that happened a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
They were both at an event, right? And they were both jawing at each other. Security got involved, and Norman's shirt got pulled up, and it looked like, Norman was kind of getting a little bullied a little bit in that little snippet of the video. We didn't get to see the full thing, but still, they don't like each other. And so, if they should feed off of that, because they're going to need all that leading into that fight. Because Norman just got onto the stage. He's a world champ, first title defense. Devin Haney?
Most definitely. I think they should definitely keep the momentum going with that little bit of a beef, man, and building a little bit more electricity into the fight. And then it's the obvious question, man. You have some people that say Devin Haney's definitely going to get beat up by Norman, and eventually Norman's going to put him out because that's what type of fighter that dude is with his style. But then there's the other counterpoint to that, where there's a big set amount of people that think Haney's skill set is going to be so high that Norman won't be able to do anything with him. So that, it makes it a very interesting fight in that sense, right?
Well, I think once you pressure Devin Haney, and Norman is a big pressure fighter, he's eventually, with skill. Pressure fighter with skill. If you're just a pressure fighter with no skill, Devin Haney will dance around and box the shit out of you. Every angle. But when you're a skilled, come forward, aggressive fighter, like Norman is, he's gonna have opportunity to land that big shot on Devin Haney. We already know that he's a little chinny. We already know he's fragile. We already seen him vulnerable against a less stronger puncher than Norman.
So
maybe not as skilled.
What I'm gathering from your statements then is you're definitely leaning towards Norman.
I'm giving Norman more than a 50-50 chance.
Very interesting, man.
I really am.
Put a percentage point on it, man. How many percentage points do you put on it? What percentage do you think he's going to win?
I'll go 60-40. I'll give Norman the 60-40 split.
Interesting.
You guys remember Norman Jr.'s last fight?
Oh, yeah. That knockout was nasty.
Banger fight.
Jin Sasaki. And,
Bless you.
And my goodness, what a
brutal. Set that up beautifully too.
Dude,
he was surging that day.
Oh man,
yeah, he was, man. That fight, if I was Haney, I don't know how I would sign on the contract to fight this dude after that fight.
But good for Haney, bro. He's been in some fights.
At the moment, he has.
He's been in some fights. But man,
I think he's gonna get knocked out too.
Realistically, whatever you think about Devin Haney. And I got a lot of thinking about that.
Motherfucker's corny, bro.
But
that dude is corny.
Him and his dad. But the dude he does show heart. I mean, for the love of God, he's been in the ring with fucking Lomachenko. And although I thought that he lost that fight,
I thought he lost too.
Hold on, but he was in that fight though. So
it was close.
I'll give him that. It wasn't like it was a whitewash.
Yeah,
so for Devin Haney and his camp, they're looking at Norman Jr. like, okay, so you knocked out Jane over across the freaking pond. Like, that don't scare us. We fucking faced the Matrix, Lomachenko. I can see, but I'm impressed that they're taking this fight. But I can see where they're like,
man,
that doesn't mean
and
nothing
I'm telling
to
you,
us.
on that card, that's such a solid card. What a side dish that is right there as the co-main event, right? But then you have
wait, hold on. You know why that is a side dish though, right? Why that fight is so important? Anywhere else, it wouldn't be the case. But big shout out, don't give me crap about this, but big shout out to His Excellency.
To our Turkey.
Hey, he's a hardcore boxing fan. Long story short, hold on.
Listen, isn't that what I said? It's an excellent fight card.
No, listen to me.
You know what I mean?
No. This fight would not be. This fight would not be getting the attention, and would not be getting that freaking platform. That platform that is getting. But Turkey is a freaking hardcore fan. So obviously he saw both of their fights, and he's all like, I want to make that happen. He obviously gave them an offer they couldn't refuse, and they're like, fuck it. And again, another W for the sport of boxing. Another W for the boxing fans. Like, I know a lot of people have mixed emotions and feelings regarding Turkey and where he's come from, his country, and they're trying to say that he's using this to promote his freaking shamed country, even at that. And no disrespect to you guys, because I'm not that guy. But I get it. I understand regarding that political stance, regarding rights and this and with with gender and this and that. But at the end of it, they're trying to. He's trying to do something to brand his culture, his people in a different freaking limelight. And I respect that. And it just so happens to be that this young man that has trillions of dollars in his back pocket is a hardcore boxing fan. So as us being the hardcore boxing aficionados, being frustrated and wishing we saw this guy across the street fight this guy and etc., we're getting these fucking fights that we always hope for. They may not turn out the way they're supposed to, but the fact of the matter is, at least they got done.
That's real talk.
That's it for me. It is, man. I'll support anybody who throws in money into boxing and who is willing to put together great fight cards, and that's what His Excellency is doing.
I will support anybody who wants to
throw
in money for the 4Level Boxing podcast.
Well, I respect.
We are taking sponsorship.
We are taking sponsorship.
Hey, listen.
But that fight card is stacked, bro.
So fully stacked, right? And that's such a great morsel as a side dish. Then you go to the main course, bro. The monster Benavidez, bro.
Phoenix's own.
Anthony Yard coming through. He's a banger
hilarious?
too, bro.
You know what's hilarious? I totally forgot where we were going. We're working our way up to that. Yes, this is an
Hey,
excellent fight card.
that's it, man.
Wait, did we
That's
even
for the
mention
main
that Arthur
course, bro.
Beterbiev is on that undercard too?
Yeah, we did, right?
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, which is crazy, right?
Like that's what I said. It was so crazy. It's at the beginning. You know what I mean? Such a nutty card. And
So,
then
light heavyweight,
monster
bro.
at the end, bro.
Light heavyweight's hot. It's hot right now. And David Benavidez is the hottest name in the light heavyweight division. Even Dimitri Bivol isn't as hot right now as David Benavidez.
Where is this fight taking place?
It's going to be in Riyadh, Saudi.
Oh, it is in Riyadh.
It is. So it's going to be an afternoon fight for us in the States. And it's no pay-per-view. This is that first fight card.
Right?
This is the first fight card that our Theo Turkey. Happy belated birthday, Theo Turkey.
No, that's a big time right there too, man. That's just as
right.
big
Happy
of an
birthday.
announcement there it is too.
Happy
So
birthday,
for the
boxing fan.
from the 4Level Boxing Familia, happy birthday to Theo Turkey.
Feliz cumpleaños. Yeah.
And so that fight card is going to be the first non-pay-per-view ring series fight card. And so you can see it live on DAZN if you have a DAZN subscription.
And,
So,
if you're a boxing fan, why wouldn't you? Like,
Hey,
hold on. I wish
hey.
they were our sponsors. Just saying.
So-
but real talk, that's where there's a lot of
I
boxing.
hope we don't get accused of being big time homers for this, right? But Benavidez gonna win by knockout.
bro, Benavidez is going to put in work. Anthony Yard is going to take a ton of punches.
He is, man, and it's gonna be a beautiful fight because Yard's gonna give some of that back
Hey,
too, bro.
it's gonna be fun.
Oh man, and Benavidez is that he's got that motor, bro. He's got that motor that once he gets hit, he keeps coming and he comes harder, man. Oh man, I can't wait, bro.
When we were actually talking about this upcoming fight potential a few weeks back, you mentioned about Anthony being just that dog. You know, he
deserves to be respected.
He comes to fight, and which makes him a fan-friendly fighter. Like when you watch his fights, he's been in with some monsters. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there, but this one right here, kudos to him. But it's almost like
Feeding yourself to the sharks.
dead man walking, bro.
Bro,
Fed to the shark.
Listen, I love Benavidez. It's not to that level. Yard's not a dead man walking.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
He's a high level dude too. I just think it's gonna play out beautifully.
Shit,
but I don't think he's a dead man walking.
Hold on, this guy's fought Crusher Kovalev, Bivol, and Beterbiev, right?
Right, and
He
you're
lost
telling
all
me
three
you're
of
putting
them.
him on
He
the same
lost
level.
all three, but
yeah.
that motherfucker's been in the most fucking elite 175-pound fighters in the past fucking 5 years.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, man.
Ridiculous.
I can't wait, bro.
And
It's
shout out to
gonna be
Benavidez,
such
though.
an
My goodness.
interesting thing. I can't wait, man.
Well,
I can't
just-
wait
just
for the
co-sign.
monster to
I-
continue to give people nightmares, man.
Just a cosign. Yeah, I don't expect anything different. Team AZ all day, every day. I'm not just saying this because he is AZ representing and stuff, although he doesn't live here anymore, but still.
Call it like we see
Benavidez.
it.
But
This is home for David.
David Benavidez, he's that dude, man. Yeah. He's that dude.
Shout out to his PR, Emily Boxing. Big
What's
fan
up,
of our show,
girl?
Shout out to Emily Boxing, big time.
Yo, so-
Benavidez, come meet Guapo Damas, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna have David Benavidez in studio one
We
day.
will.
Yeah,
Soon,
man.
we will.
Yeah. Emily, hook
Make
that up
that
for us.
happen.
Yeah.
So real quick too, new pound for pound rankings came out 2 days ago.
Oh, I did. Oh, yes. Wow.
And we had.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on to that little bit of news, bro. Cause as we're delivering this on a Tuesday, I actually want to deliver that as a little bit more headlining thing as we peep back into this game, bro. That's a whole nother conversation within itself that I think be beautiful to have, though. You know what I mean?
So
let me switch off a little bit, man. Look, tune back in.
You
Let's
gonna
keep this
marinate,
going.
huh?
We keep it marinating, bro.
Bro, you sound like a